It's Otis World number 11, I think. Hey, I always ask you, but I'm going to ask you again, subscribe. Because if you don't subscribe, you go like way down. Not that my ratings are up high anywhere or anything, but it helps get them out there a little bit. To where more people will see this. So subscribe. Don't worry, the feds ain't watching you or nothing. I'm not a threat. What I'm making here is I like to make pins. See these little pins? Some of them have like regular stoinky pins on the back. Other ones are like little hat pins. You know, they get the little clip on there. So I just make these out of cardboard. So it's like the back of a pad of paper, the thick cardboard, and cut them out and paint them and draw on them. So, and then I like to I make a bunch before, like we do our Coachella thing and other events, and bring them out and offer something kind of cool and handmade to the first handful of people that get there can get some of these. And really, I'm always making stuff, so it's just fun to make whatever you feel like making. And I would make them out of gold, but I ran out of gold. So let's work this cat a little bit. So, hold on. I think we'll make him. Orange is usually pretty good for a cat. So somebody was telling me, hey, you should put your face on these videos you're doing. And I thought, well, if I do like live ones, which I'll do eventually, but that's not the reason I'm doing these, just to kind of share what I do. I'm doing it anyways. I figured I might as well video it. And if you were to see behind the camera right now, it's a mess, man. I mean, just a bunch of wires and crap holding the camera. I got it hanging off an old drum stand, a mic stand for a kick bass. And I don't know, that's not very interesting looking at my face. You know, I don't really want people to look at my face. I'm not afraid of it, but it's kind of like I play a little music. I always have for a long time, kind of my own way, but it's the same type of a thing to me that I could have like pursued that, you know, music more than the art thing in my life, but I like the idea more to where people don't look at you, they look at your art instead. Even if I'm playing music now, I usually hide somewhere when I'm playing it. So these are just watercolors. Then when it's all done, I'll clear coat it with like a plastic clear coat to where they're pretty much waterproof. You can just go over the ice, because I'll go over with a different color. So I just think it's fun to make this kind of stuff. I usually start doing this before these kind of things before I get into production and have to screen print a bunch of stuff. It kind of gets me inspired to get into production maybe a little bit. And since we don't have to, but I'm staying home, man. If it's not the virus, it's like I don't want to be around all the fucking people that are flipping out. People that worship politicians and crazy shit like that. I'm not part of that world. I don't worship any people, whether it be politicians or musicians, or I can appreciate some things people do, but I'm never going to worship another human. I certainly don't need another human to tell me what to do as far as what's good for me, and if I think I don't know, I'll ask somebody. I think that comes out of people bored with their lives when they start following other people too much. It's great to be inspired by people. It's great to be influenced by people. But if you start like worshiping people, man, you get some problems, man. I think. So some of these also just got the little, like I said, the little clip on the back for hats. Some of them are layered. See, that's before I started doing the art on it. It's just glued together little pieces of cardboard. I'll put a pin on the back later. That one's got like some layers. See? Just glued together. So if I don't make things, I get really bored. Then I start watching too much crap. I like watching YouTube more than regular TV. What I like about it is there's all kinds of people all over the world doing their own thing, and it's really interesting. I was watching the Philippines where the super typhoon came through. I've got some friends over there, and you don't hear very much about the real weather on the news anymore, or what they call the news, and people were filming that stuff from inside their house, and they're getting sucked out through their roofs and everything, and pretty radical what's going on over there. So, see, now I think it's good to, and I watch those people, and I subscribe to all kinds of people on YouTube, because some of those people actually can make a living off of that. You get into some of these third world countries where there's no money for these people, and not like here, where when we say we're broke, you don't see too many actual starving people here, but you do in those countries, you know, South America, Africa. And it's really interesting to just go watch people's day-to-day lives over there. It's far more interesting than watching network crap. So I subscribe to a bunch of people like that. And when I'm bored, I just put that stuff on in the background. You can actually tour the world, man. There's these guys that are sailing around the world all by themselves, and you know, on these junky old boats and stuff, and it's really cool to watch. So one guy, his boat got struck by lightning in the middle of the ocean, and he's saving himself from sinking, and then these guys get stuck out there because of COVID, and no countries will let them in. So they're on these little remote islands. And then there's one old man I watch. He's got to be like in his 80s, and he just cooks really cool food. It's fun to watch him, so it's a good alternative. So I think if you want to make stuff, if you can get it, see, I don't really sell too much stuff online. I like to be in front of people and sell stuff. And I do a few events every year, whether it be an art event or Coachella or the dry heat events we do. It's so much more fun. By the way, the dry heat record is done. I don't have it in my hands. Sean Wheeler, my partner, picked them up though, and he's in Mexico City right now. We're on his way. So I'll see them when he gets back. There's a little bird. So not really a super interesting video. This is like a cockroach guy. See, that one's already got a clear coat on it. I just kind of wanted to show you all the different stages. So they're pretty good, see? Once you get them all. Get a couple coats of gesso, which is the white. And then you do your art on them and color them. And something to do when you're not doing nothing. I kind of like this little squiddly dude too. I think I'll make more of these guys. Sea life's cool. I like sea life. And you can add your own. That'll be a bird head later. Another bird. So hey, this is far from a pro setup, but it's something to do. And I hope you guys have fun. And maybe I'll give you some ideas. And there's a little demon guy. And I get ideas from other people too, so you know. Okay, that's about all for now, I think. Alright. Thank you for watching, and kinda still Happy New Year, isn't it? Well, I think we're 6 days into it because all the crazy shit's on TV. So hope everything's going good, and till the next one, adios.